When do military and civilian laws conflict? Imagine you are out in the community and get into trouble. You might think only civilian laws apply, but if you are a member of the armed forces, things can get complicated. Sometimes military and civilian laws clash, and understanding when that happens is key for service members. The main reason conflicts happen is because service members are subject to legal systems. Civilian law applies to all citizens and covers everyday crimes like theft or assault. Military law, governed by the Uniform Code of Military Justice, focuses on maintaining discipline and order within the armed forces. When a service member commits an offense off base, both systems might want to step in. For example, if a service member gets into a fight at a civilian bar, civilian police can arrest and charge them under state law. But the military can also take disciplinary action under the Uniform Code of Military Justice for conduct unbecoming an officer or failure to obey lawful orders. This overlap can lead to legal conflicts because the procedures and penalties are different. Another situation occurs when a crime happens on a military installation. Civilian authorities might have jurisdiction, but the military can also investigate or prosecute under military law. This can happen if the act affects military discipline or security. In some cases, the military may choose to handle the case internally, especially if it involves sensitive information or national security. Conflicts also arise when laws from different levels of government clash. The United States Constitution's Supremacy Clause states that federal law takes precedence over state law. So, if a civilian law conflicts with military law, the military law usually wins when it involves service members. This is especially true during military operations or emergencies. Military courts, called courts-martial, also operate differently from civilian courts. They have their own rules about evidence and procedures. For instance, courts-martial may have smaller juries and do not allow mistrials, making the process faster and more streamlined for the military's needs. In rare cases, during martial law or national emergencies, military authority can temporarily override civilian law. This might happen during a state of war or insurrection, where the military takes control to restore order. During these times, civilian courts may be suspended, and military law becomes the primary legal authority. Living in the armed forces means understanding these potential conflicts. Service members need to follow military regulations and orders, but also be aware that civilian laws can still apply, especially when off-duty or off-base. That's why military legal counsel, known as Judge Advocate General's Corps, is there to help navigate these situations. Knowing when and how these conflicts occur helps service members stay within the law and avoid unintended legal trouble. It's all about balancing military discipline with civilian rights, ensuring everyone stays safe and accountable in both worlds.